Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you all?
We're on day 11.
I think this is vlog 11 actually, isn't it? So yes, we are vlogging daily. To be honest, it's much about our sanity. It's as much about our sanity as it is about hopefully inspiring, motivating, sharing hints and tips, happiness, positivity, and all that
We've
amazing
committed
stuff.
to doing this every day that we're on lockdown, haven't we?
At least. So we started with doing it once a week, and we were like, well, what's the point? Let's just do it once a day, because once a week just falls into the ether, doesn't it? So we're doing it.
Today we have got Peppa Pig on the TV next door, so hopefully we won't have the screens that we did yesterday. Yes. That's hilarious.
Well, there was. I think it's fair to say that a couple of our kids are quite tactile and spirited, like everyone else is, I assume. But they like to be very tactile at inopportune moments. Is that the polite way of saying they fight a lot? Yes. So a couple of things I was thinking about today. As always, we've been... Yeah, no, I'm on it this morning. So I'm listening to the radio this morning, and as we say, we do listen to Chris Evans, and I don't want to basically make our vlog a rob off of his radio show, because this is going to be the second day in a row. But they had Terry Waite on this one. We mentioned Terry Waite yesterday.
It wasn't Terry Waite
yesterday, it was Terry Waite today. And very interestingly, because this is something Emily said a moment ago we should talk about, was he was talking about when he was in his cell for all those years, he did try to do exercise and structure his day. And I think it's really important to do exercise, because you put an Insta story up last night, didn't you, of me. I don't know what you don't track yours, but essentially we should be...
Alan tracks his daily step count because obviously the garden tells the truth.
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't.
It also tracks his sleep, and he goes, Emily, I've only had 2 hours to sleep.
No. That's not true. That's not true.
Anyhow, Alan, for the last couple of days, hasn't been getting his entire 100% step count. So,
well, I've been making a point now in doing it, haven't I?
So yesterday was it was a right day with kids and life and work and stuff. And you had a work call yesterday and everything. So you had a bit of time, sat down, and then went into the garden. We cut some brambles with the kids because it's getting a bit overgrown out there. And then you realise we put the kids to bed. You're like, oh, Emily, I've only done 74% or whatever it was again today. So what we did, we put the kids to bed. Went into the garden and literally did laps, didn't we? We
did do laps, and yes, you see on the video our garden's not small, but actually it doesn't really matter how big your flat garden is. I do get that you may be restricted on outdoor space, but there was the story at the beginning of this of someone in Spain who ran a marathon on their balcony. Did something like 6,500 laps of their balcony.
You got stair climbs?
Yeah, stair climbs. That's good. I did see a post going out about how many stairs towards like the height of all the major mountains in the UK and the world, which was interesting. I thought I did think about setting that as a challenge, but I think steps really important because it's not just about your physical well-being, as in muscular. It's about your insides. I find if I'm cramped up a lot, then my kind of digestion and everything isn't as good as it could be. But it's also about mental health. It's also about structuring and focusing and filling up your day. What I would say is if you're going to try and hit your 100% step target, I'm saying 100% rather than 10,000 because my watch is based on me and what I do rather than 10,000. So it actually grows each day. Which is the challenge. But I would say try and get much done as early as possible because I feel like I'm playing catch up every day because mornings are spent doing stuff like this and editing this and uploading this. So I'm trying to, and I've been up since 5:30, so there's no reason why I haven't done any.
Also, we had our little walk around the garden yesterday, and it was quite nice to do it because it was the first time all day from the time we'd woken up to the time the kids gone to bed where we had any kind of just like... not silence, but it was like grown-up conversation.
Anyone with kids knows what we mean. We hear the words mummy, daddy about 20,000 times a day, right? I
really like that. There's a thing going over on Facebook at the moment. It's a picture of a poster on someone's door and they're in a work call and they went, mummy's busy right now. I've got stuff to do. However, the answer, one of your questions will be one of the following answers. It's like piece of fruit, outside, no. And they're like 4 or 5 like generic answers. I thought, how true is that? What are you doing?
I'm looking for a book. I know it looks like I've got bored. What's that? Art of Travel, Alain de Botton.
It'll be on the travel side, darling.
It was on the travel side. I'll get lost. I did the books.
Up.
No, it won't be up there. It's a small book. Oh, it's right there. All right. I stand up front. I remember reading this years ago. I'm not going to say it's an amazing book, even though it is a top 10 bestseller, apparently, and as seen on Channel 4. But if you can see that, long story short, he talks about in the book about going for a walk, and which a lot of us are doing at the moment, and basically reconnecting, rediscovering things that we normally fly by at 1,000 miles per hour. So, you know, if you're going to go for a short walk today outside your property or even inside your property, stop and look at those things. It sounds stupid. Have a look behind the sofa, have a look under the sofa, go to the corner of the garden you don't normally go to, or stop in each corner and take a, you know, a look in a different direction, and start taking photos of that. And just, you know,
Jenny Owens,
that's funny enough.
Jenny Owens, our photographer friend of ours, has got her own YouTube channel, which we love to follow. And one of her videos, I can't remember if it was last week or the week before, she did like a photography, not competition, but it was different things you could do in your house during isolation.
Well, I'll link to Jenny on here, so her
one
YouTube,
thing she did,
Instagram,
it was
etc.
finding a spot in your living room, your kitchen, your garden, wherever, and trying to take 10 different photos from the same spot, but just moving your body around and seeing what different kind of arty kind of things.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite good. Just trying to be a bit more creative. And actually, we had our little bit of clarity. Oh, not our walk and quiet and grown-up conversation yesterday. Came back into the house, steam mopped the kitchen because that's what you do every Monday. I don't like and I don't want to steam mop the kitchen. So how I deal with it is telling myself I have to do it every Monday night. Yep,
which so therefore I don't have to think about it. I still have to do it, but I don't spend ages thinking about it. So actually,
this was not meant to be a big.
No. Well, I've got something else to talk about yet as well.
So I made a couple of gins, you steamed the floor. We sat down, and actually we had a really good creative conversation about the business last night. I found.
Well, that's what Joe Wick says. You know, Joe Wick says if you do exercise, most PTs say, right, if you do exercise at the start of the day, you will have a more proactive, better day because your endorphins are flowing and all the positivity that comes from exercise. Right, let's cut that because I want to mention my other thing. They had a parody song on the radio this morning, One Day More.
Oh,
did
you hear the words, did you?
No, I don't. You know I don't hear the words. I only hear the melody. I don't hear the words. Don't know why. Someone tell me how my brain works, but I don't hear lyrics. I only hear melodies. But I quite like the idea of a yellow tuxedo parody. The initial one I thought of while pressing record on this was, what about Yellow Monday to Manic Monday by the Bangles? It's just another yellow Monday. So any ideas for a parody that we can put yellow into and talk about perhaps what we do, lockdown and everything else? Let us know in the comments your suggestions for a parody.
Don't do that.
And I will write it. Because even though I don't hear the lyrics, I can write parodies.
Don't do it.
It's one of my hidden talents.
No. For any of you who watch,
we need to cut. That's too long now. Thanks everyone for coming today.
For all of you who do watch this to the end, think of me.
The 3 who watch to the end. Yeah.
Think of me in this lockdown, living with this.
Could be worse.
In this lockdown.
You can't like caress me when you're implying it negatively.
Think of my sanity, and as a public health warning and all that, please don't do that.
Yeah, anyway, suggestions for a parody below. Must be able to put yellow in the title. And yes, that's it. Have a fab Tuesday or Wednesday if you're watching this tomorrow morning. All right, bye.